Okay then, as promised, the D21 in action with the water tank feeding the trough that feeds the pump, that feeds the boiler. The engine's all prepped. Esbit tablets are light. Good level of water in the boiler. I can just pump some water in, you can see maybe the movement. Confirming the water level. Well in sight in the gauge glass. Got the rather large but very effective Wilesco pressure gauge. So the water tank is actually filled with near boiling water, or at least half filled with near boiling water, and I've actually used that to fill the boiler directly from the pump. We're just coming up to steam. I'll just pull the burner tray back a little bit just to cool the fire down a little bit. The Wilesco burners have air vents in the side corresponding to air vents in the burner tray, which with a little sliding back and forth you can actually effectively reduce the flame. Quite a simple, neat little arrangement. A bit of steam at the safety valve adapter. Little adapter there that actually allows the pressure gauge to be fitted and the safety valve on top. I've actually put a new washer in there which maybe needs another tweak, but of course the difficulty is with these things you want to get them lined up so they're not all skew whiff. But sometimes the washer isn't quite tight enough. Anyway, we'll put up with it for the moment, it's not a huge problem. Let's give the whistle a tweak. See what pressure we have on the pressure gauge. It's just showing just below 1 bar at the moment. Rather difficult to see on the video, I think. We'll just open up the steam valve and just get it moving over. There we go. Slow at the moment. There you go. So the arrangement for the water tower, obviously rather large tank capacity, via a little simple little valve allowing the water down through the tube, which sits in the tray into which the intake pipe of the pump here fits, sucks up the water and delivers via this pipe, that pipe being the steam outlet. So inlet, outlet. Engine running nicely at the moment. Again, I don't expect you to be able to see the water level button, just see it in the bottom of the trough. So I'm actually going to pump some water in now. Using the hand lever on the pump. You can hear the engine slow a little bit due to the drop in pressure with the water going in. I'll just push the burner side in a little bit to increase the flame. That should make the steam pressure back up. You can hear it getting a little faster now as the pressure builds up. I'll just pull the slide back a little bit to cool the fire. And we'll just open the valve of the water tank here. And let a little more water into the trough. That's up to level now, so I'll close the valve. And that's ready to refill the boiler as and when necessary. Obviously at the moment we're burning Esbit, so limited to the amount of time the engine will run. Although there are 6 tablets in this burner tray and they do burn for quite a long time. They're laid one on top of the other, so the bottom layer doesn't really catch properly until the top layer is burned away, which does give you a reasonable run time. So I must confess I've never actually timed. But it seems how it's been going now for what, 2-3 minutes. We'll see how long it goes on for. Not in the video because it'll be too long. Just to pan around, you can see the little workshop arrangement I've got here with the Wilesco hacksaw, the grinder wheel, the drill, and the bench saw. Just push the burner slide back in to increase the flame. You can see this D21 of mine is named Emily. Emily being a great niece of mine, born much the same time as I acquired the engine. You can hear maybe what effect that the burner slide has had on the engine. I'm just going to pull the burner slide out a bit to cut down the amount of air going in and cut down the flame. And I haven't altered the control valve, the steam valve at all. You just see what effect that has on the engine speed, because that reflects the pressure. The gauge, okay, I can see it's working, but it's actually marked up. I think it goes up to something like 2.5 bar. But because these are such low pressure engines, it's actually got a red line at something like 1 and 1.25 bar, which is probably when the safety valve starts blowing. There is a saying, something about neither use nor ornament. Well, okay, it's ornamental, and it does actually work. Its use is debatable. This particular Wilesco engine, the D21, exhausts through the chimney, and if I pan around the far side, I don't know whether you can see this, but I'll just pull out a little tray which retains the moisture condensation from the chimney. That needs emptying every now and again, otherwise it spills over into the mechanism, and because there's oil in it, it's very, very messy. So I'm actually just going to get a syringe. There. Looks slightly medical, but it's not. I'm just going to open this condensation tray one-handedly and suck some of this moisture out. There we go, close that again. Fine. Job's done. I've now got a syringe of mucky water, but it's better than having an engine tray baseboard full of mucky water. See, the engine's actually slowed now because of the drop in pressure, and if I actually push the burner slide in, and increase the flame, yeah, you see? Literally instantaneous, you can hear it increasing its speed. Pull the burner slide back a little bit. And so the next plan for this engine is to go to gas firing. Burners are available to fit the burner slide in the D21. Just trying to work out the best arrangement for feeding that burner. So there you go. That's the D21 engine, Emily, with the water tower and the use of the hand feed pump. With a bit of luck with gas firing as well, you keep this engine going for quite a long time. Well, basically as long as you want. Just slow it down. Let it come to a halt. And we'll finish it there. Thank you.